Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us for our Dining Alliance webinar. We've set this webinar up to help you connect your accounts with Dining Alliance so you may start earning your manufacturer's rebates. On the line here with us, we have Bobby from the Buyer's Edge platform, and I'm going to turn it over to Bobby, and he's going to walk you actually through a live setup. So Bobby, I'll turn it over to you.
All right, thank you, Doug. Hi, everybody. My name is Bobby Jamgochin. I am one of the channel partner managers here from the Buyer's Edge platform. And the main purpose of today's webinar is to walk you through a full enrollment of your My Dining Alliance membership. So most of you have already signed up through the South Carolina Restaurant and Lodging Association. So the main point of today is really to walk you through each step in the process of what you may be missing. So it's just some things to look out for on your personal account. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to want to go to your URL on your internet browser and type in mydiningalliance.com. And that's going to bring you to our main login page right here, what you're viewing, the Welcome to My Dining Alliance. And what you'll do is you'll go ahead and click Login, because at this point you've already signed an agreement with us. The main purpose is just to make sure that you fully enroll and start reporting data. So we'll go ahead and click Login. Now, if you do happen to forget your email or password that you signed up with, please reach out to somebody from South Carolina Restaurant and Lodging Association, because they can provide the email that you signed up with, and they'll work directly with me. I can provide that for you. If you forgot your password, but you remember your email, what you'll do is you'll come and click Forgot Password. You'll enter in your email address, and you'll click Submit. And our portal will send you an automated email that will give you a link to reset your password to log back into your account. Now, if you do remember your credentials, your username and password that you created upon the sign-up process, what you'll do is you'll enter in your username, and I'll type in my password here. And I'm going to go ahead and click Login. So now I'm inside my portal, my member site. And the first thing that we want to do is I want to make sure that all the distributors that I purchase from are indeed activated. So as you can see, now each one of your personal accounts may look different, but they're going to look similar to what we're viewing today. So the first distributor that I chose that I purchased from is Cisco Boston. So the first thing I want to make sure of is that, one, I still purchase from Cisco, and that the distributor house that I select is in fact correct. Now, let's just say hypothetically that I chose the wrong distributor house upon my sign up, and I need to go ahead and change that. So what we'll do is we'll click the distributor box, and we're going to choose Edit Distributor House. And now, hypothetically let's say that I purchased from Cisco Columbia. So I'm going to choose Cisco Columbia, South Carolina, and I'm going to save that. So we're just going to double check that you do want to make this change to your member account. I'm going to select yes, and now we've made that change. So that's the first step, is just to make sure that the distributors that are in your account are in fact where you do purchase from. The second step is to make sure that we now activate and fully enroll you in our program. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and click Activate. And now there's two ways to activate your member. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you both of those. So the first one is the online ordering, and this is the best possible way to activate your membership. And the reason why is because we will continue to pull data for you on behalf of you. So it's relatively simple. So what you're viewing here is that I have one location that's chosen, and that purchases from Cisco Columbia. So it's asking me for my distributor account number. If this is blank here, just make sure that you go ahead and add this in. It is a required field to make sure that you as the member do report. If you don't know where this number is or what this number is, it's basically just your unique identifier that your distributor gives you for each of your locations. So you can find this on any paper invoice, on your online ordering platform, through the Cisco website. And so once you have entered in your unique number, your account number, we're going to go ahead and click Enter Credentials. And now what we're doing is we're actually entering our username and password to our online ordering site at Cisco. So for example, if you purchase from the Cisco website, My Cisco, whatever you enter under your customer ID and password, that's exactly what you're going to mirror into here. And you're going to make sure that you type in the password twice. Now, I just want to make a note here that this is a very secure site. You'll see that we're powered by HashiCorp Vault right down below here. This is the same third-party software that's used by Amazon. And what this software does is it takes your username and password, it encrypts it, and it goes ahead and only takes your proof of purchase data. So no one at my organization or even South Carolina Restaurant and Lodging Association has the ability to view any personal information. They're not able to go into your account by any means. It's all personally protected by our third-party software. So I just wanted to make note of that as well. Now, once you do go ahead and enter your username and password for your Cisco online ordering site, you're going to go ahead and click verify. And what's going to happen is within 60 to 90 seconds, you're going to see a little circle turn, and we're going to validate that the credentials that you entered are in fact correct. Now, if for any reason you did not enter the correct credentials, you will receive a message that says, unfortunately, we were not able to validate your credentials. Please try again. Now, if you were able to validate your credentials and you enter them correctly, you're going to receive an alternative message that says, congratulations, your rebates are now coming. So that's the message that you really want to look for. Now, at that point, once you're validated, this will say activated, and you'll be all set to go. And we'll start pulling your proof of purchase data. Now, the reason that this is the best way to provide your proof of purchase is because the only reason you would have to come back into this portal is if, for example, Cisco had reset your password every 6 months for security reasons. Anytime that your distributor resets your password on your ordering site, such as My Cisco, you do just want to make sure that you do go back into your account here and update those credentials so that way you continue to accrue those rebate dollars on our program. Now, I do just want to show you some other functionality to this portal. I also have I signed up as a multi-unit, so I have 2 operations. So you can see that I have Bobby's Summer Shack and Bobby's Diner. So this little arrow here is how you toggle in between. So right now I'm on Bobby's Summer Shack. I do want to go to Bobby's Diner and make sure, oh, it looks like I originally signed up as Cisco Boston. So I actually do want to change that and make sure that I sign up to Cisco Columbia because that's where I actually purchase from. So now when I click activate, it's actually going to show that both of my locations that I've signed up purchased from Cisco Columbia. So one quick thing to note here is you'll see that enter credentials is on both of my locations, but if you're the owner or the head chef and you have a master account for both of the locations that you own, you can go ahead and click all locations and you can just enter your master account for both of them, which is much easier for the functionality. But again, you do just want to make sure that the account number is correct based on each location. So that's the online ordering, and that's the easiest way to provide your proof of purchase here. You can also go ahead and you can add any other distributors that you'd like. So just to show you an example, I'll click Add New Distributor. And now it's asking me to which locations I want to add a distributor to. So both of my locations purchased from the same distributors. So I'm going to click All Locations, and then I'll highlight all of them. I'll click Next. So now you'll see here that these are just the most popular distributors that have been selected through our portal. So I can go ahead and browse quickly to see if these are any of the distributors I purchased from, but I actually want to go ahead and order from US Foods because that's who I purchased from. So I'll click US Foods, and now I have to select my distributor house. So I'm going to go ahead and click Columbia, South Carolina for US Foods because that's the house that I purchased from, and click Save. So now that I've added that distributor to both of my locations, I now need to select a submission type. So again, online ordering, again, is the best version. I can just click All Locations. I can provide my distributor customer number. And I have a master account, so I can click Enter Credentials and add them in. And again, what this one will look like is now you're entering your username and password to your US Food site. So the same thing follows for any type of distributor that you purchase from that you select in our portal. Now, I am going to show you the alternative method that is available to you as well, which is our manual upload version. Again, I'd highly recommend the online ordering because the manual, it's exactly how it sounds. It's very manual. And you have to make sure that you come into our portal on a regular basis to make sure that you continue to upload those invoices that you have. Now, the distributor customer number is still required here. So we'll go ahead and enter our distributor customer number. I'm going to enter in my email address so that way I receive monthly reminders from the portal to make sure that I continue to upload my invoices. And now what I can do is I can click upload image, or I can upload a velocity report that my distributor rep gives me, for example. So I can click upload image. It'll open up my computer and I can go ahead to pictures and I can add in whichever pictures I want. And then I can click activate. And then I'll have to continue to come into our portal to make sure that I continue to upload those invoices that I have, or the velocity report, whichever you choose. But again, that's more of a manual process, and the rebates are only as good as the images that you take. So if you're there snapping photos, also one thing to note that I'm on a computer right now, but if you happen to enter in the My Dining Alliance account on a mobile device, such as your tablet or your cell phone, you will be able to click take a photo and it'll open up the same technology that we use for uploading a check on your banking app, for example. It'll open up your camera, you'll snap photos, and you'll upload them directly to your site. But again, very manual, so I'd highly recommend the online ordering version. So that way you do it once, and the only time you have to come back to our portal is when those credentials are reset on your online ordering platform for your distributor. So that's what we really want to make sure, and that's the main purpose of today's webinar, is to make sure that you fully enroll in our program and take those steps. Now, once you do take those steps and you're activated, within a brief period of time, you're going to start reporting data to your site. So what you'll do is, let's say I signed up today, and let's say it's September 1st, okay? We're looking roughly 90 days down the road. I'm going to hop into my member portal again, and I'm going to go ahead and click the Insights tab right here. And what we're going to show, this is an example of what it looks like. So this will say your location name. So this is just a training site. So you're going to see my location is Jimmy's Muffin Barn. And it's going to give us some highlights. So it looks like in the 90 days, my member portal has processed over $60,000 of my purchases. It's going to give me my estimated rebate dollar, so I can go ahead and view what my estimated rebates are coming to. Now, again, this is an estimate, but it's very close to being accurate. And then I can also view some top level highlights that my portal offers me for free. Again, this membership is completely free. There's no cost to it. So it'll give me my pricing options for my top items that I purchased. So it looks like I purchased plastic cups of over $11,000. That is my number one purchase over the last 90 days. It'll show me my top spend by manufacturer, so who I spend the most money with. And I can scroll down and it'll also show me by distributor and by category. So where do I spend the most of my money? Is it on produce? Is it on meat? Is it on dairy? And so forth. And then what I can also do is I can toggle between weekly, monthly, year to date, or I can even customize the range if I want to see how much money I'm spending in my peak season, which might be summertime versus the wintertime. So just some cool functionality that's, again, just an added value to our membership. And again, your total volume and total estimated rebates, they won't generate right up front as soon as you activate. It does take some time for you to start accruing those revenue and rebate dollars, but just something to note to come back and look at. Give it roughly 60 to 90 days and you should be producing volume here if you have in fact entered your information correctly and everything is validated. So with that is the main functionality of our member portal. I hope that this was very informational for you. If you do have any questions and you'd like to discuss with somebody from our team, please let somebody from your association do so, and we can set that up directly if you have any questions. The last thing I did want to show you is on the top right-hand corner, if you wanted to adjust any of your settings, we have a settings button here. You can update your password. And you can also add users. So, I'm the owner of my account, but let's say I wanted to give my chef access to this. I can invite a user. So maybe I have a chef and his name is Doug, and I'm going to put in his email. And I'll select his role. So Doug is actually the chef, and he is the chef for only one of my locations, which is Bobby Summer Shack. And I can invite him to my portal, and then I just sent him an invitation, so now he can log on to the portal as well. So usability is very simple. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us directly.
Hey, Bobby, we have a question in the chat box.
Yeah.
How far back can they upload any invoices? So let's say they signed up in January and they haven't activated their account. How far back can they upload their invoices?
Sure. Great question. So at this point, if you have signed up months ago and you have not entered in your credentials or you haven't uploaded any invoices, you can go ahead and upload pretty much to the first of the date that you signed up. Now, what we'll do is we will try to pull that data automatically for you. I'm not going to sit here and say that we're going to promise that you're going to continue to accrue rebates back from that date, because it could be, 3, 5, 6 months ago at this point in time. But again, the main purpose of this is to make sure that we get you fully enrolled at this point, and we will try to pull data back to the first date. So, again, no promises, but that is our future goal.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, wonderful. Well, thank you very much for walking us through that. It seems to be pretty cut and dry, pretty easy to put the information in. And Bobby, do you want to provide your email address or an email address that if somebody had some trouble that they could reach out to, or do you want them to reach out to the association first?
Yeah, I would recommend them reaching out to the association first. I'm sure that you guys you've
Sure.
definitely seen this. You can definitely assist. But if at any point you guys, need further assistance, I'm always available to help as well.
Great. And so if anybody has any questions about the Dining Alliance, just give a call to the association. Randy, myself, or Lenza, or Nicole will be glad to help. And we'll go from there. But thank you very much. And I hope y'all have a great day.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining today.